Good morning, Viola Festus. We saw people coming out in the numbers awaiting the arrival of the governor. Yesterday, unfortunately, they were disappointed. You're at the State House. What is the mood like, and what are the people in River State saying?
We are at the government house for Castle. Well, this place was a carnival scene yesterday with lots of people trooping in here to wait for the arrival of the governor. Well, that didn't happen. Today we decided to come check what the atmosphere would look like. But there's not even one person here as a supporter that may be waiting for the governor. Now we have our crew also stationed at the airport, and they tell us that the people are beginning to gather at the airport and waiting for the arrival of the governor, who we hear may land any moment from now. So the attention has shifted from the River State Government House to the airport. From the airport, we are not certain where he will be going to. They would come to the government house, or he would go to South Hall, wherever. When he lands, we would follow through the story to see where he will be going. But
Biola Festus for that update. We'll now cross over to the Port Harcourt International Airport to join our correspondent Austin Azu, who we learned we're hearing that the governor is airborne and might be arriving anytime soon. Over to you, Austin. Please, could you give us a situation report of what's happening at the airport and what we should expect this morning?
Good morning. Good morning, Olive. We are currently at the Port Harcourt International Airport. Behind me, you can see the mammoth crowds trooping into the airport. And of course, one can tell for free that they all anticipate the arrival of the governor today. Unlike what they had yesterday, this place was quite empty. It was only at the government house that you have a very large crowd that actually turn out their numbers to welcome the governor. Very unfortunately that the governor didn't come yesterday. But however, this morning we have some persons on the ground here to talk to us, including former leaders of the party, former leaders of the local government areas, and some supporters within the local government area. I have Innocent Chinopita, former vice chairman in the local government area. Please come this way, man. Okay, bring us to speed. What's your anticipation for the arrival of the governor? What are you expecting that the governor is likely going to do for the people of River State? In the first place, are you happy that the governor is coming back today?
First of all, we want to give Almighty God the glory for making this day come to pass. It has been a day of joy. Since yesterday, the Sasiminalaye's Fubara supporters have been all out celebrating and jubilating for this good thing that has happened to us. Yes, as you can see, the mammoth crowd here, ready and waiting to receive the governor as he returns. As we are expecting that as the governor returns, you know, the abandoned project, a lot of things that has been halted would continue. And normally this is a democratic governance, and the democratic governance can come back to the way it has always been. Sasiminalaye Fubara has been a governor loved by his people and cherished by his own. And we believe that at the end of the day, he will return back to the way it has always been, and the people will rejoice at it.
Thank you. We have Alex Amakwe. Alex Amakwe, you are one of the supporters of the governor. What are you expecting differently that you want to see the governor to do in Rivers?
Actually, what we are expecting is nothing more, because our governor has always been a very peaceful person, as you can see. We know that he's going to show the path of peace by starting up those projects that the sole administrator left abandoned, and seeing to the needs of the people of River State and moving the state forward again. That's what we expect, as he has always done, because since his absence there has not been anything. No project commissioning, no project flag off, nothing in the state is working. So we have high hopes that the state is going to rejuvenate to another level.
Okay, thank you, Alice. We have Jackson, the former councillor here in the state here. Okay, Jackson, of course, within this period of 6 months, you have a sole administrator that presided over the political affairs and the governance of River State. Tell me in your own words, what will you likely going to miss, or what are you going to miss about your sole administrator that just left River State?
Actually, first I want to thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for the turn of democracy in Rivers State. Actually, what the period of 6 months came with a lot of shock and surprises and all that. We were not expecting it, but anyway, it came and it has lasted, it has ended. So we're expecting the governor return. That's why we are in airport to receive our governor. You can see the jubilant crowd from Rivers State. All Rivers residents are happy to see the governor coming back to office to start from what, to continue from what he has always started. We are expectant and we're also happy that the governor, as a man who is also closer to the people, who understands the pulse of the people, we are very sure and very expectant that the governor is going to do according to what the people are expecting to do. He's a governor that is reflexive of the people of the Rivers people. He loves our people. He understands the pace of our people. He will go to work immediately and will do as the Rivers people are expecting. We expect jobs. We expect him to continue from the massive project he already has started. So we also know that he, as a governor, who also understands the peace, that has been established by the president and the sole administrator. So we know that governor is going to do what Rivers people expect him to do. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Okay, we have Benny here. Benny Chikos here. Okay, tell us what would be your advice to the governor in terms of uniting the people of Rivers State, in terms of ensuring that what the people of Rivers State wanted this time around actually come to pass.
Okay, good morning. I am so excited to be here. So my advice to the governor is for him to start the good works he has been doing before now. So the abandoned projects and everything that has been waiting, because the people have been waiting, so patiently waiting for him to come and continue his good works. So I pray that now he should just complete everything he's doing, all he has been doing. We've missed him. I am glad to be here. Thank you.
All right, Benga and Olive, you quite agree with me that the mammoth crowd at this point in time is a signal that we are having more people coming into the airport to show solidarity, to welcome the governor, which they have missed for almost for 6 months right now, and is an indication that yes, a new dawn is coming to Rivers State. Back to you in the studio.
Thank you very much, Austin. Just to quickly check with you, some of the reactions we've seen to the crowds that have come out en masse to support the governor. Are people saying that these crowds of people, a number of them were not in support of the governor at the time that the state of emergency was being imposed on the state? So would you say that the crowd comprises of both the supporters of the governor as well as those who were against the governor at the time that the sole administrator was sent to Rivers State and the state of emergency was imposed in the state? Or would you say that the majority of the crowd that you're seeing are people who have really just been Team Governor Fubara right from the jump?
Okay, if I can get you very correctly, we just spoke to some of them right now, which they affirmed that yes, that they expect the governor to hit the ground running, considering the fact that most of the projects that were started by him were stalled due to the state of emergency. And I actually asked that question to one of the respondents about what he might likely going to miss about the outgone sole administrator, which he didn't actually speak more on it. But we spoke to some persons yesterday, and they told us that, of course, the sole administrator didn't actually do well in terms of governance, in terms of projects, and so on and so forth. So obviously, the people will be expecting more from the governor, and the confidence they have in the governor will ensure that he's able to deliver the dividends of democracy to the people. And beyond the dividends of democracy, is equally going to unite the people of Rivers State the more. Don't forget too well that before the state of emergency, the state was quite divided politically and otherwise. So this time around, they are expecting that the governor will play a more unifying role to unify everyone to ensure they are able to advance the needed developments in Rivers State. So we expect more from our respondent to talk to us about some of the things we need to know, and thereafter we'll proceed from there. So back to you, Olive, in the studio.
Thank you so much, Austin, for bringing us updates. We hope to reconnect. Hopefully the governor arrives before the show ends so we can get to feel the pulse of the people. Absolutely. And maybe have a conversation with the governor before the show comes to a wrap. But thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
And thank you, Biola Festus, for bringing us updates from the State House of Assembly as well. We want to see what the updates are. We know that a lot of the State Assembly and the speakers have already the lawmakers have hit the ground running rather. And we want to see what the next step will be for the State House. Thank you, gentlemen and lady, for joining us.